creepy crawler back at you with another video. The reasoning why I have no more nitro vehicles. Alright, so let's talk about nitro vehicles and why I own no more nitros and why I suggest you guys do not buy any more nitros or buy a nitro for your first vehicle. The reasoning one, the cost of the vehicle of upkeep and maintaining. If you buy a Traxxas, the fuel they recommend is their fuel, of course, so you have to buy their fuel. So for fuel, so you purchase the car, you got to buy a gallon of fuel, or half gallon, or whatever you guys want to buy it by. And if you don't buy their fuel and your motor blows up, you got problems. So you buy the car. Let's say it's a $400 Traxxas slash 3.3 two-wheel drive. Exact same car I owned. Okay, so you buy it. Now you gotta buy the fuel. Okay, put it in there. You gotta drive that thing around for, I think it was 3 or 4 tanks before the motor was broke in. And you still should be able to drive it. And you still drive it around pretty putsy to try to break it in a little bit more before you bash on it too hard. So now you gotta buy the fuel. You gotta take the time to break it in. And then you got to drive the thing. And the whole time you're driving it, every day, you should step out and tune the thing before just beating on it. So if the humidity changes, they recommend you to tune it. If the day changes, every time you should tune it. They say tune it, tune it, tune it. And then you gotta clean the air filter. And then you gotta oil the air filter after it dries. And then the oil that's all over the thing. So you can't set it on your table and try to keep your table clean because the thing's just greasy as crap. You gotta grease everything, you gotta oil everything, which is awesome. It's just like a real vehicle. But the downfall, the pistons wear out quick. The fuel, a gallon of fuel don't last long. I'm not gonna lie, a gallon don't last long at all. I can go through a gallon in a week easily, running one car, easily. To make more power, you gotta do small things. You can't do big power increases like an ESC or nitro or nitrous or supercharger or anything crazy like that to get massive amount of power increases. You just can't do it. There's nothing there to make it have more power besides increasing the nitro percentage, which is just going to burn up your motor faster and wear it out faster because there's less and less lubricant for the cylinder wall. So that's one reason I highly suggest not buying, in my opinion, not buying a nitro. And that's just my opinion. You can go off whatever you want. But I've been down the road. I bought a lot and a lot of nitro vehicles. Planes, boats, cars. Yes, they were fun. Yes, the reason I liked them is because they made noises. Yes, they were awesome. They screamed down the road at 100 miles an hour. Just screaming along. All the people knew you had a nitro car. And you did too when it broke. Every time. You would just break the thing. You never knew when it was going to run out of fuel. You had a rough estimation. A boat, you run the boat out of fuel, and you're going for it. You got to swim for it, wait for the breeze to bring it back to you. Now, who's been there before? I know I have. I've been there more than once, waiting for a boat to come back. Like, oh, please, pick up a little bit more wind. And then you put more nitro in it, you do it again. It was a fun process. But I'm all about electric now. The reasoning being, your fuel comes out of an outlet that goes into a charger that charges your battery. You want more power and you don't want to spend a lot of money? Buy a battery. Increases your power. You want more speed, more torque? Change your gearing. You want different amount of power? You want to be of tunability like on a crawler? Change your ESCs, your motors. It's just simple. Your boat. It'll tell you before it runs out of power that, hey, sir, I'm getting low on voltage. Please bring me back in. So, it's up to you guys if you want to go nitro or electric. My opinion, after having nitro, electric's just better, in my opinion. The reason being is the throttle response blows nitro out of the water all day long. I don't care how good you're at tuning the carburetor on nitro. Let's just face it. Electric is taking over the world. Look at the Teslas. So, nitro is just getting obsolete. I'm sorry. Hate to break you guys. Hate to break your hearts, you old timers. Electric is where it's at. Look at Traxxas. They came out with a 100-mile-an-hour electric car. And it's just going to get faster and faster. I mean, we're getting faster. That's just RTR. There's faster electric cars than that. It's just, Nitro's not practical no more. They cost way too much upkeep. They never stay clean. You got to clean them all the time. You got to put double D40 down the carburetor when you're going to store it, or else it'll rust up. These here, you can take them out, bash them, crawl them, roll them, wreck them. They don't matter. Clean them off, throw them up on a shelf or on a hanger, and guess what? You're done. You don't got to oil them. Check to make sure there's no fuel on them. Make sure there's no oil dripping out of the carburetor or the exhaust. You don't got to change glow plugs. You don't got to wait for your igniter to charge up or your easy start clutch not working. I'm not trying to talk you guys out of going nitro, which is a great learning experience on how to tune a carburetor. But if you guys don't want to mess around, you guys don't got all day of your whole entire life to dedicate to one RC vehicle, to keep it tuned and keep it clean and keep it going right, and make sure everything's turning and not seized up, and make sure your clutches are tight, go electric. You plug and play, you press the on button, and off you go. Your battery dies, you put another one in it, you go. With a nitro, you gotta wait for it to cool down. It's just my opinion. You guys can do whatever you want, but Creeper Caller out with another video. Please like and subscribe if you don't mind. Have a great day.